Hello and welcome to another session. Today we are going to be looking at comprehension skills. As we know, reading is one thing, but understanding or comprehending is another. So our intention today is to learn a few skills that you can apply when seeking to understand any material that you read. We're going to be looking at about 6 of these. So let's get straight into that. First, one thing you can do is to read the questions first. In a normal examination paper, you would have a passage and then you'd have questions following. But if you read the questions first, you will be able to focus your reading. Now, after reading the question, you would want to focus now on the information presented. That would be the passage, the story, the poem, whatever material is presented. But then you can think of a possible problem that may arise. What if you have lots of questions? How would you be able to remember all those questions? What would you do? How would you be able to read and answer the questions correctly? In that case, you are going to have to develop some special skill to help you to remember. For me, I would underline keywords. Underlining keywords help me to focus on the key information that is presented before me and what I need to find out. But let's move on to a third skill in comprehension. Sometimes you're reading and you encounter a new word. You're seeing it for the first time. What are you going to do? Now, one simple thing that you can do is you can read other words in the sentences and try to figure out the meaning of that word based on how it is used in its context. Okay, moving along, let's look at comprehension skill number 4. As you read, you would want to find out what is the passage really saying? What is the main idea in the passage? In this case, you would need to read your passage more than once. Some passages are simple, but some passages are quite difficult, and so you may need to read your passage more than once to find out the main idea. And again, you can use your marker to mark key information. As with some passages, the main idea is not clear or may not be clear, and so you would have to just figure it out. And a word or a phrase that we use in this case is to make inference, figuring it out or making inference, or what we say in Guyanese terms, read between the lines. Now, let's move on to skill number 5. For skill number 5, we are focusing on when writing your answers, when you have to write your answers down. There are 2 things that you need to bear in mind. 1, you should use your own words as far as possible. And you also need to give your answers in a full or complete sentence or sentences, unless you're asked to do otherwise. Do not just repeat the line from the passage, but make it into your own words using full or complete sentences. And there you have it, 6 skills. Well, number 5 had 2, so that's how we arrive at 6. So you have 6 skills that you can apply when comprehending. Can you remember any? What can you remember? That's all for now. Goodbye.